You guys, I'm geeking out. We're going to use masking tape, Balzer Designs stencils, and some transfer foil to create some really cool little foil strips. Hi, I'm Julie, Fei-Fan Balzer, and as you can see, I'm holding these little things that you can't even tell what they are. They're just lovely, shiny, with lots of beautiful detail. Did I draw that on? Did I paint it on? How did it happen? Well, the good news is it's super easy to do, and it's all done on top of masking tape. You can see right there. So I use masking tape. It will work with packing tape or adhesive sheets, literally anything that's sticky. It's just I like the way the masking tape feels and it's easy to glue into my journal. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off a piece of masking tape. You'll notice that my masking tape is very wide. This is masking tape I buy at the art supply store. It's 2 inches wide. I also have some that's 3 inches wide. Really, really good big stuff. So I'm just going to place my piece of masking tape with the sticky side up. And then you can see I have a stencil down here. And this is one of the new 2015 Balzer Designs stencils. This is the 6x6 size of the striped flower circle stencil from Balzer Designs for the Crafters Workshop. And that's available online. So I'm just going to stick the stencil down onto my tape. Now, if you have a stencil that's particularly caked with paint or something, the paint will transfer to the tape, but I'm not going to worry about it. So my sticky side is up, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of transfer foil. Now, transfer foil is great stuff. It's colored on one side, it's silver on the other. In the upper right corner, you can see the back side of one of the pieces. So I'm going to put the colored side up facing me, and I'm just rubbing with my fingers to make sure that I can see the stencil and what's happening. So there it is. You can sort of see that the adhesive on the tape has started to grip onto that foil. So now I'm going to take, this is a bamboo skewer. It's just, I buy it in the kitchen section of the grocery store, and you can use whatever you want, but mine is covered in paint, so it's a very dulled tip. You don't actually want something that's super sharp because you don't want to cut through it. You just want something that's pokey and can get into the details. So actually a ballpoint pen or something like that would work. And then I'm just going to go ahead and trace around and scrub down that foil so that it sticks to that tape. So this is the tedious part, but as you will see as we go on, you really only have to do it once and then you get a million different results from it, which is kind of cool. And again, foil comes in lots of different colors. You can find holographic foil, you can find glow-in-the-dark foil, you can find plain gold, you can find multicolor, and you don't have to do all of this in one color. It's just I thought for the sake of ease we would do that. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull off the tape, but not the stencil, or rather the foil from the tape, but I'm going to leave the stencil in place. And this is because it's possible that I did not do a great job and I don't want to remove the stencil until I'm sure. And in fact, I can see all those white spaces where I did not do a great job, but that's fine because the great news about foiling is it's super forgiving. So we're just going to put the foil back down on there to do it. But wait, look, 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 look. Do you see that gorgeous pattern? We're going to save that because we're actually going to be able to use it later. So I'm just taking some scissors and I'm cutting away the excess foil away from that pattern because remember I said you do the tedious work once and then you get to play. So that's one of the examples of play. So anywhere that's sticky, that still has white exposed, I'm just going to take a clean piece of foil and I'm going to go ahead and bamboo skewer it down. And again, you could do this with different colors. It doesn't have to be the same color. It's just the look you're looking for, but you can see how quickly it fills it out, which is kind of nice. So once I have gone through and gotten all my little foil areas covered, you can see it right there, then and only then I'm ready to pull away the stencil. You have to be a little bit careful with masking tape. It tends to rip, so start carefully and then go for the peel. Go for the peel. Okay, so how cool is that? It's super cool. But I have all this sticky area. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a contrasting color foil, and I just buy foil in these big rolls. You can buy in sheets, you can buy in little straps. Lots of different people make it. And again, I'm putting the silver side down and the color side up facing me. And then I'm going to take the back of a bone folder and I'm going to go ahead and rub it. Now, depending on how well I rub, it really determines whether I'll need to make only one pass. But you can see you can rub from either side. You peel it away and dun 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 dun, dun ta-da! it's gone into those little cracked areas just like grout or something like that. And now I have this beautiful, shiny, completely covered in foil. It's no longer sticky tape that I can use in my journal. I can, stick on something. I can use as a card front. I can even stitch it, which is pretty cool. So remember I promised that we were going to use that leftover piece. So there you go. The design is there. It's not going to waste. I'm flipping it silver side up. I'm taking a new piece of tape and I'm going to put its sticky side against that because we're going to go ahead and grab that. And this time we do not have to do hardly any work. In fact, we're just going to take that bone folder, rub right across the top. And can you guess what's going to happen? That's right. The design transfers super quickly. And then what am I going to do next? If you said I'm going to put a contrasting color in, oops, wait, see, look, there's another one for us to use. So again, we did it once, but I can now pick up the copper off of that one as well. So don't think that doing the hard work, I guess, the tediousness of doing it once is a big deal because you're going to get so many different transfers off this time and time again. Because look, not only have I added this gorgeous copper to the bottom part of this, okay, creating a reverse of our original, but that sheet of copper now has two different areas that I can retransfer to tape, the one we just did, and then the original one lower down that we did before. So you can imagine how many times you can do this. Now I'm actually going to take a different color of foil to do the top half of this. I'm going to take this rainbow foil, but it's the same exact technique. And there you go. Now I've got my rainbow foil down, and there's some spots I missed, which is what those white lines are, which I can go back and fix if I feel so inclined. But there it is. And in fact, if you want to go back to any of the areas, like there are some little white exposed areas, you can go ahead, like we could add some little colored tips to that area. And again, here you go. Once more, I can use this, put this onto a new piece of tape. So I've done the bamboo skewering really once, and everything after that is super fast, okay? So now I have these great tape strips that I can use for all sorts of stuff. They're very flexible. I have stitched them before, in case you were wondering. You can stitch them. You can make a cute little cuff bracelet or something like that. They're fairly delicate at this point because it is just masking tape with a little bit of foil, so you might want to reinforce it if you're going to turn it into something wearable. But otherwise, I just think this is an easy technique. It's awesome. You can do this with kids. You can make it more sophisticated, but it's just a fun, easy way to add the shine of foil. So please visit my blog at balzerdesigns.typepad.com.